I was addicted to opiates for about 6, 7 years. It made me the life of the party. I like that. I like being the center of attention, the funny guy. I started in high school drinking and smoking weed, and it progressed within like a year, experimenting with ecstasy, cocaine, and crack, and meth. Eventually, I tried my first fentanyl pill, and that's when it really took off. As a kid, I was bullied a lot. I tried hard to fit in, and it just never really worked out for me. When I did the drugs, it made me feel either numb, or it just made me feel like I belonged to a group, kind of. I lost my family. I didn't lose them, but they weren't in my life at that time. And all my friends, and I realized that I was like, there's nothing left here. Like, there's one of two ways: keep going or just get help. And I had gotten clean off the opiates at a friend's place out of town. I had gotten off the one thing that was dragging me down. I stayed at the Rotary House many times, got a lot of peer support from them. At the time, I talked to an addictions counselor there that got me connected with CMHA, Canadian Mental Health Association. They helped me get to meetings, NA meetings. They could help you get to treatment and help you fill out the forms. I used Rising Above I was here for 5.5 months, and I truly believe this was a huge stepping stone in my recovery.
I'm Mel Sigelko. I am the director of Rising Above Ministry here in Grande Prairie. So the people that come through our doors, it's everyone, whether race, age, male, female, economic backgrounds. We have some that have come out of strong financial business backgrounds that had wealth. We have some that have basically lived all their life on the streets. It affects everyone in society. In our residential program, we are having 200 or so a year come through. They're steeped in the midst of addiction, and they're basically going, I've lost all hope. I need help. So the housing, there's structures there, there's curfews, there's no visitors, there's zero tolerance for drug or alcohol use while they're in the program. And so the structures are to keep them safe so they can deal with those deeper issues, unpack the wounds of their story. And their story usually goes back into earlier years where there's some form of trauma, abuse, neglect, abandonment, bullying. Something happened in the earlier years that left deep scars that haven't healed. And now with the fentanyl and the opioid crisis, it's life and death for many people. But the reality is it's still their way of masking unresolved pain. So if we can help them deal with the pain, we wouldn't have a fentanyl or an opioid crisis anymore.
I've been sober now for about 1.5 years. If I didn't have those supports, I most likely wouldn't be here. Families with sons or daughters going through addiction, the best thing I can tell you is when they do decide to change their lives and seek that help, to support them in every way possible. Go tell them that you love them and support them. And if they're still in their addiction, just remind them that you love them and remind them that you are there when they need help and when they want to get help.